Be generous, not because you seek praise, but because generosity frees you from greed's chains. Give when giving does not harm your household. Offer wisdom when it is sought. Share opportunity when it benefits the deserving. True generosity does not weaken wealth, it purifies it. A river grows stagnant when it hoards its water, but flows with renewed strength when it releases it. So also does the soul stagnate when it clings fearfully to possessions, but expands when it gives without losing itself. Generosity proves that you own your wealth rather than being owned by it. Above all, remember this: the greatest wealth is the peace that comes from living in harmony with reason, purpose, and virtue. You may build empires, command resources, and enjoy 1,000 comforts. But if your mind is troubled, your spirit conflicted, and your days ruled by fear of loss, then you are poor. Wealth is worthless without tranquility. Therefore, cultivate inner calm as diligently as you cultivate opportunity. Let nothing disturb the governance of your mind. Let no success intoxicate you, and no failure break you. Stand firm in the awareness that everything external is fleeting, and everything internal is your domain. From such a place of strength, you can pursue prosperity without being enslaved by it. Walk the path of disciplined thought, purposeful action, patient effort, and unwavering virtue. Do this each day, without complaining, without boasting, without seeking applause. And in time you will find that wealth, not merely the wealth counted in coin, but the wealth counted in character, has taken root within you. For the man who governs himself commands his life, and the one who commands his life possesses a fortune greater than any kingdom built on unstable ground.
Reflect often, as though writing upon the inner tablets of your own mind, that wealth is not a matter of coins, nor of lands, nor of the shifting applause of crowds who worship gold today and despise it tomorrow, but rather a matter of command over your own impulses, clarity over your own desires, and mastery over the inner forces that cause most men to live like slaves begging for more chains. The world will tell you that fortune is something granted by chance, by timing, by the whims of the marketplace. Yet the Stoic understands that true wealth begins long before accumulation and long after loss, for it rests in the character of the one who seeks it. Many chase prosperity as a thirsty man chases a mirage, stretching their hands toward an illusion that dissolves the moment it seems real. They do not realize that the soul, undisciplined and unfocused, cannot hold wealth any more than a broken vessel can hold water. So do not begin with the pursuit of riches. Begin with the repair of the vessel. Ask yourself each morning, what do I truly need? What is within my control? What is worthy of my effort? For the man who knows these answers walks in abundance even when his purse is thin, while the man who lacks them becomes poor even in a palace overflowing with gold. Wealth is born from order, and order is born from the mind. To create prosperity, you must first master the governing faculty within you, the faculty that chooses, refuses, endures, acts, and refrains. No fortune can be built by one who is at the mercy of distraction, impulse, or fear. Think of the many who dream of success, yet cannot command a single hour of their day, cannot deny themselves the small pleasures that weaken their resolve, cannot endure the temporary discomfort that builds lasting gain. They worship comfort, not virtue, and so they remain poor. If you wish to create wealth, learn first to govern your desires. Let no craving rise without scrutiny, no impulse pass without examination, no fear decide the course of your actions. The man who rules himself becomes capable of ruling his life, and wealth follows such a man the way a shadow follows the body. Remember also that fortune rewards the mind that sees clearly. Many toil endlessly, growing weary, yet their labor is blind. They hurry, they strain, they sacrifice sleep and health, and still their lives remain barren because their efforts are scattered. A task pursued without wisdom is like shooting arrows into the dark. You may release 1,000, yet none will reach the mark. Therefore, learn to see reality as it is, not as your emotions distort it. When opportunities arise, examine them calmly. Will this make me better? Will it lead to growth? Does it align with the principles I refuse to betray? The man who sees clearly wastes nothing, neither time, nor energy, nor resources. Others call him lucky, but his luck is disciplined vision.
Consider, too, that wealth is not created in noise, but in steadiness. The world admires dramatic rises and sudden victories, but beneath every enduring success lies the quiet discipline of daily effort. The seed does not sprout the moment it is planted. The sun does not rush to reach its height. Even the seasons obey their patient rhythm. Yet men grow impatient after a single week of effort and collapse at the first sign of difficulty. When the harvest does not appear quickly, they abandon the field and declare the soil unworthy. But the Stoic knows that greatness ripens slowly, and he remains at his work even when the world seems indifferent to his labor. Do not seek immediate results. Seek consistency. A small action repeated with purpose becomes a mighty force. The mind trained each day becomes unbreakable. The wealth built slowly becomes impossible to destroy. Let adversity serve you. Many lament the obstacles on their path, cursing the difficulties that rise to meet them. But what is an obstacle except a chance to strengthen the very qualities that create enduring fortune? Hardship teaches resilience. Uncertainty teaches adaptability. Loss teaches detachment. Failure teaches wisdom. Long effort without applause teaches self-reliance. These qualities form the only wealth no thief can steal and no misfortune can erase. Do not curse the trials that stand before you. They are the forge in which your prosperity is shaped. Each difficulty carries hidden value for the one who approaches it with courage and intention. When you meet resistance, do not flee. When you encounter setbacks, do not despair. Ask instead, what strength does this moment require of me? What lesson is concealed within this pain? Thus, adversity becomes your tutor rather than your enemy. Guard your mind against the intoxicating pull of comparison. Many abandon their path not because it is wrong, but because they are distracted by the paths of others. They measure themselves by the wealth of neighbors, the possessions of rivals, the successes displayed by those who parade their fortunes without revealing their emptiness. Such comparison breeds envy, restlessness, and foolish decision-making. And a mind ruled by envy is a mind unfit for prosperity. Remind yourself often, another man's abundance does not diminish your own potential, and another man's pace does not dictate your destiny. Stay faithful to your road. Your task is not to outrun others, but to master yourself, for in that mastery lies the only wealth that truly matters. When you begin to accumulate material success, test your character each day. Wealth is a sharper test than poverty because it whispers illusions of importance, entitlement, and invulnerability.
Many men rise only to be ruined by the arrogance their riches awaken. See to it that you remain disciplined, measured, and modest, even as fortune grows. Do not indulge excess. Do not abandon the simplicity that guarded your strength. Do not allow luxury to corrode your resolve. Use wealth as a tool, not as an identity. Let it serve your values rather than replace them. If you can walk among abundance with the same steady heart you held in scarcity, then you possess fortune in the highest sense.